These two are interesting. I've seen this before. It's not planes. You can see how they appear. They're just appearing. Look at that. In a line. I've seen that before. That's cool. Boom, boom, boom. I don't have an answer for that. The lower one appearing, second one above it. Oop, over there. It's an open field over there. Probably from this camera to that field edge, might be 100 yards maybe. Look, one popping off there. So Dave Wargo and I saw something going to there, turn this whole area green, and it would flash. That's not stars. Look at that. I'd like to see it do the 1, 2, 3, 4 again in that vertical line. One popped off over there. And we've seen them float around here. Seen them kind of spiral up the trees. That's unusual. I'm gonna check the weather conditions. But that's very low sky. That's just not right. Okay, we got 3. See if we get some more connecting in between. Boom, boom. So that one, these two intrigued me. Oh, got another one over there. Now, if that was a planet, it'd be moving by now. When we got a good reference of the space by the edge of the screen, we would have seen a difference by now with the rotation of the Earth. And there's nothing back there. I mean, nothing. And if there was a truck on the gas line road, you would clearly see it as a truck. But they rarely go back there. I've only seen them back at that gas well once. Never at night. Over in here is the site of a lot of historic activity. Cassette footprints. Frequently get them to pull limbs of saplings and weave them together. This is kind of like the logging road entrance, and those limb weaves are so intricate we can't reproduce it without breaking the limb. They're beautiful. And then, interestingly, wherever the sebum of their hand touches the leaves, it chemically reacts with it and like dies real quickly. But yeah, it's an area of a lot of activity. So right here there's a defilade, and I believe the creatures travel that defilade, and they can play periscope up, boop, and just stick their head up and watch the backside of all of us. Got a campfire pit there. We could observe from there all the time. And there's tree structures, and she casted a beautiful footprint right over there. I mean, that's within the dense woods, these right here. Plus, their leaves are starting to bud as well. Know how low that is? That's not the sky. Potentially stars would only be along here. Stars are planets. But the camera's angled too low. Until there isn't any wind, you just don't see any of those smaller trees moving. So as if it was a star or planet behind it, where it'd be periodically blocking it. It's not really what's happening. They're periodically turning on and turning off. So this direction would be to the east. So the blue is partly my TV. It seems to really illuminate anything blue. But they have blue decorative, like Christmas lights outside along the railing and such on the back porch, and it gives off enough light that with the IR it picks up the blue of it, even though it's not really that bright. So that is a reflector. So that's me standing up, reaching as high as I can to get a height. So that's approximately 7 feet. And this haziness, what that is, that's brush pile that these creatures have been slowly adding to. And it's about 6 feet high. And it's C-shaped. You can enter it from the back. There's actually some deep holes in there, so it's pretty strategic in how they do this. And they watch through there. I think that's part of a shooting, part of a target. But that's all brush. It's about 6 feet high at the highest point. So that's back in the woods a little bit further, 7 foot reference. The undulating ground, it can vary like 5 feet, and here the holes are there. I still believe that if that was a star by now, the rotation of the Earth, that would have moved away out of the camera frame by now. Because it's, I've done this, and the Earth rotation is it's actually faster than what you think when you have a fixed point of reference. No homes, no camps over there. It's several miles of swamp and forest to the next road. Like to see heat signature right in there, one of the creature's belly crawling. So I've actually picked up a heat signature on the thermal, football kind of shape, kind of low over here. Couldn't figure it out. Saw Dave Wargo pick it up with his thermal. Well, I'm the type of person, I crawl in there, I get on my hands and knees and look. It's like a little porthole. It happens to be kind of football shape, and what we were seeing was the heat of their face looking at us. The wood had covered the rest of their heat signature, their body. And this, this camera's been pointed this way a lot. And we've observed this just on a couple occasions. If it was the star or sky or whatever, it'd be every night. It's not. looking. Looking good. Oh, there's one just started. I am ready for summer, but man, I do love that wood stove. Just look at them. I want us to see one go zipping along through the forest horizontally. Let's see that. See if I can put a request in. What is this stuff? And how come that it's like high beam, low beam? How's the star do that? High beam? Let's say a low beam. There's a low beam. Do a high beam again. Oh! It's got two friends that turned down. Alright, high beam. Alright. Get your two other friends to turn on high beam. Come on. You can do it. There's one. Let's get that other one up there to turn on. Come on. Turn on for us. Come on. High beam. Low beam. Clearly they're not listening to me. Look at that. That immediate switch. Now there's nothing. Can you give us a light over in here? High beam, low beam. Come on. We want to see one traveling across the ground, through the forest, navigating around the trees. Come on, you can do it. Show us. it's up there higher. There was that one. Come on, impress me. Let's see one aloft, meandering through the woods. Come on. And these orbs are interesting when they are in close like that in the woods, for how intense the light is. Reminds me of the plasma light of MIG welding, arc welding, ball of it. And but for how intense the light is, it doesn't illuminate the woods around it as much as it should for the intensity of the light. It makes no sense. So, like if it came past this tree closely, you would see it illuminate the tree a little bit, but you would expect more for that concentration, intense light. What'd I miss? I sure hope this is recording. Yeah. Right there. I'm seeing a shadow moving, and that'd be about person size over there at that distance. Right to the right of that little orb. Pay attention to that blob right there. That is moved. I can see. You may not be able to see that on your screen, especially if you're examining it on your phone. This stuff, to make an opinion, you gotta see it on the big screen. Wow. That's right over by that spot I was talking about. It's very interesting. These are my Native American bells. Something right there. A shadow. Okay. I don't know what's up with that. I need to get some dinner. But it's not every day you get a light show like this. And when you see these in person too, there'll be a white, sometimes a whitish blue, or whitish green. Sometimes they'll be kind of incandescent, like an old-fashioned light bulb. Red. Logan was thermal on my Overwatch sky mount that I built over the garage. Logan captured on thermal across the street. Two of them racing through the treetops. Frankly, it looks like two cars going along, but it's not. It's in the treetops. My son and I went bullhead fishing Sunday night. I posted that video of that strange light anomaly. We're like a half mile from Lake Ontario. We're in the marshes. Marshes. Let me take this thing out so I can speak. And I saw that light move from east to west. And it was incandescent colored. And that's what caught my attention because airplanes today, their landing lights don't look like that. And it just disappeared. I thought it was odd. I mentioned it to my son. A few moments later, it reappeared lower, kind of above this, potentially above this farm. Migrant camp. And it kind of stayed stationary, but it was unique. My son had gone up onto the road, and as he walked along the road, he'd point his strong flashlight at it on or off. And I was unable to capture on camera the correlation of his timing with the light to how the orb or whatever it was that we filmed changed like in response. and it did it for a long time. And I've had these things, seen them moving all over the place, and all of a sudden they just freeze. Like, I'm a star now, and they stay in one place. Where, a half hour you filmed them moving all over and had a point of reference. Like, what I like to do is my truck antenna, and mount the camera up and have the truck antenna as my reference, so as you can see the lights move. We get these two stack up. It's one thing I find with this strange stuff. Wherever there's strange happenings, there's more different types of strange happenings also. Those three right there. Yeah, I love that sound. Wood fire going and the furnace kicking on at the same time. Just listen to the dollar signs going up the chimney. I feel like a school teacher. It's probably annoying, but I'm having fun, and that's what it's about. Enjoying it, appreciating it, the mystery, the critical thinking, trying to debunk it, and just experiencing it. It's a wonderful world, full of shitty people. So, this is Logan's Bigfoot live stream app. We have several cameras set up there that run live stream. In addition to that, we have some Wise cams running that don't go to the feed, but we can add what we capture with those. It's $5 a month, and it's got to be behind a paywall. Everything that's involved with this, and it's quite a system that Logan has devised here, and kudos to him. He's up there putting the system in. I think, like right now, for Les Stroud, Survivorman. And then he's already got one up at Todd Standing's place. And then somebody else in East Texas, he just got one going. I'm quite excited about that place and who that person is and the knowledge that they have. We're not any kind of organization. We're just a group of people collaborating together on this. There's no structure. There's no boss. Just respect for each other and interest and just a true collaboration. But I'd really like to get people to help support this. We need more people watching this and reporting sightings and hitting that. And you could be laying in your bed and you could be Bigfoot. It's amazing. It's worth $5 a month. It's an app on your phone. So we got several cameras, Allegheny National Forest area, Pennsylvania, East Texas, uranium, British Columbia, and then Les Stroud. I think he's up in Ontario, across the lake from me. We need people to watch this, and there's algorithm that picks stuff up, but the reason I knew to turn this on to look at it is because somebody was watching this and shot me a text, and she had also made a report. It's all a collaboration right down to the consumer. We need your help with this. Look at that one. And it's an app for your cell phone. So it's Bigfoot live stream. That one's interesting. Could be nothing, but maybe that is a plane, that one. Yeah, that one's pretty interesting for a plane. Huh. Yeah, keep on moving. I love it. Look at that. this. What do you guys think? So, core 11. This is about the time they'll do a house slap. Looks like eyes. Oh, that was weird. It's like peekaboo. So, some interesting observations I've made with these. So, sensors are human eyes. If we were standing here, we may not see all these, but yeah, your cell phone and in particular the infrared night vision will really pull them out. You won't even see them with your eye. And I'll have running at the same time a thermal, a FLIR, and it doesn't detect any of them. A couple of times it pretty sure I captured like this black ball, and so the black would be when it was in that setting would be the absence of heat. It would be cold, and if it is light, light's energy. Light's gonna have heat. That defies. But I wish I was there. It'd be so cool to see that in person. Ooh, jump on that one. I just so bad want to see one float rail on it, like 3 feet above the forest floor. Next week, going down to my Wellsville former hunting lease with Chris Reinhardt, All American Monsters, and Adam Colt. Going down for 5-6 days. I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. The creatures at this place aren't as friendly as they are here. Creatures at this location, absolutely. There's a level of playfulness with them and a sense of humor, I swear. My hunting lease, my experience has been, they just want me gone. I don't blame them. cheese and crackers for supper at 11 o'clock. This is amazing. Keep wanting to turn it off, but the lights keep coming on. And what are those things? Look at them all. So, 6 new ones. It's some kind of energy, but what baffles me in dealing with them, many of them have like intellect to them, navigating around things, intimidating you, blocking your path on the road. 3 of them coming across. That happened to me. And they stopped right there, perfectly uniform. It was clearly a message to me. And actually it come from where the nest was that I'd collected earlier that day. correlation, it's not causation, but damn it, sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire, you know? I gotta go bed. Throw some firewood on. Small fire, just take the chill off. Buffeting. There's no orbs at the moment, or light anomalies. There's one. All right. Say good night, orbs. Ooh. God. It's 10 here already. I feel warm and comfy.